First of all, and what about these charges that communist Hungary has double-crossed some of its refugees?
We think we have the authentic evidence to show that the Hungarians have double-crossed those refugees who went back to Hungary after last year's General Assembly, when the Hungarian representatives promised that if they went back, they would not be persecuted. We have now affidavits, sworn statements, and estimates which show that a substantial number of these refugees have met persecution since they went home.
And you regard these charges as being authentic?
We think that the sources from which we got them in Vienna and in Paris are disinterested, non-political sources, and we as a non-political organization have accepted them for what they seem to be worth. They will be referred by the United Nations, I presume, to the commissioner appointed by the United Nations to handle all Hungarian matters, Sir Leslie Munro of New Zealand.
Well, now, I believe you've turned these charges over to the UN, haven't you?
We've sent them to the Secretary General of the United Nations, as we usually do in such cases where the United Nations has already taken interest in jurisdiction. And Sir Leslie Munro, I suppose, will have to wrestle with them from now on.
Well, what action do you expect the UN to take?
It's been very difficult for the UN to get any action in the past because the Hungarian government refuses to recognize the representative of the United Nations, to go in, to make investigations, even to respond to inquiries. And I suspect that the United Nations will still have difficulty. But we believe in keeping up pressure all the time, regardless.
Well, what else can be done about this refugee problem?
I think nothing except to constantly keep it before the world public as best you can with whatever evidence you can get until there is some change in the internal Hungarian system. What that change will be, nobody can prophesy.
From your information, was there any indication that there might be another uprising there?
No, we've had no indication that there would be, and I would think that since the last one was put down so severely, so harshly, that the chances are very remote that there would be any uprising. We certainly are not endeavoring to encourage anything like that. We're in business, our International League for the Rights of Man, to protect everybody's rights so far as we can.
Thank you.